A warm greeting to you, my dear developers. Today we are going to start with our project. Let's create our very first Next.js project. And creating a new Next.js project is as easy as setting up a new React project. Yes, it's the same. It's very easy. So just using your terminal in whatever folder that you want to create your new project. So for me, I am on the desktop right now. Desktop. So I am going to create in this place and then just run this instruction. I am going to use pnpn. Yes, you use npm, remember, as normal node package manager, but if you want you can just download and install pnpn. Yes, pnpn is a package manager for JavaScript and TypeScript. It's an alternative to npm and yarn. Its main goals are speed and disk space efficiency. But in this case, I want to use this one. So we write pnpn, then create next app and the version. Yes, after the arroba, the version, you can put 13, 14, 15. I am going to put latest for this case. And it's the latest version of Next.js, so the idea is that we are both using the exact same version of the framework. So Next.js comes out with a new version like every year. And so to make sure that everything works exactly in the same way, that is the idea, to put latest. And for now, in this project, that's why we are going to use next latest version, and then the name of the project. It could be my first app, for example. So basically, based on the same data, we are going to build a website where students can check out all the tutorings, and they can even create reservations and check out their account, or they can change some profile data and also delete and update their own tutorings reservations, for example, as well as data as a CRM, customer relationship management. That is the idea. But well, this is gonna be a really cool project, but in this section we are actually now really going to start building that CRM project, but we are only gonna explore Next.js a little bit. So just enter. Now here this will ask us a couple of questions, and with our keyboard we can just select yes or no. Would you like to use TypeScript? Of course, yes. The idea, well, ideally we will use TypeScript, yes. Then ESLint, remember ESLint is a tool that analyze your JavaScript, or in this case TypeScript code, to find errors and bad practices or inconsistent styles. For example, is known as a linter. Yes. Well, we can select ESLint, and next up they are asking us if we want to use Tailwind. Of course, remember, so Tailwind is tightly integrated into Next.js, and we'll actually use it to style our website. So here the answer is again yes. Then here also, would you like your code inside a CRC directory? Yes, yes. Would you like to use app router? Of course, remember at the app router and pages router, as it says, app router is now the recommended way, and so of course that's what we are going to do. So here also yes. Would you like to use TurboPack? Recommended? Yes, it's faster. Would you like to custom the import alias by default? Well, no. And we are gonna learn TypeScript each session, of course. So now this is going to install all of the dependencies, and so let's just wait for that. The screen, I'm sure is different from yours, because remember I use PM, but it's the same. At the end of the day, it's the same, just that the screen is different, but all the dependencies which are downloaded, they are the same. It's no problem. So I am going to stop the video to wait until the end, and okay, yes, success, creating my first app. This is the project. All right, then let's move in there. My first app, we are in Next.js, so we are going to change directory cd my first app. Okay, and we can type code dot, for example, code dot to, well, this is the same. I just in the same place, my first app. Okay. Well, I think that's the very first time I use code dot. So that's just the way we can do it using the code command, or as always you can look for the folder you want manually. Yes, as always. And there we go. Now, right, so we see we have a lot of stuff right here. We are not gonna go through all this. We are going to do it gradually when we are building our app. So for example, tsconfig is everything about TypeScript. Yes, the roles, and the readme to write, in order to write all the structure or roles about our app. Tailwind post CSS config, it's about Tailwind. We find the package JSON, file, because a Next.js app is essentially a Node.js app as well, because of course Next.js needs to implement a server, and so for that they use Node.js. Yes, we don't see Node.js, we haven't seen Node.js already yet, but excuse me yet, but we are going to see them. And to be the next, we can see the dependencies or the dev dependencies, TypeScript, Tailwind, and the script, this area in where we can find the dev scripts when we execute npm run dev, because the script is called dev, that script we are going to use it. And what else, and next config ts is empty, there are no rules yet. We have some ESLint rules, we are going to see some rules here, but then just leave this empty as well for the moment. Then we have the slints, git ignore to write the files that we don't want to up to GitHub. The public folder is where we can place some static assets or images. And well, we want to serve the user all the resources, all the assets, and the app folder, the CRC folder, and then the app folder is what enables the app router. Remember, pages router and app router. If I am going to make a pages router, yes, it is the old way, pages router, but well, I am going to delete it just for a while. So we are going to use app router. So this folder called app is the one which enables app router. And so pages, if you want to use the pages router, you can make a page folder as I show you, but it's an old way. It's now these days recommended app router. We just create a folder now, but so all right, let's actually start our application. Remember, in package.json, the name of the script dev. So we want to run npm run dev. We are going to do it. Well, okay, npm run dev. Yes, because that is the name of the script dev. We wait for a while. Warning, it doesn't matter. Okay, the URL localhost with this port, we put control and click, and then all right, this doesn't automatically open, but we put the click, and in the browser we can just okay, we see the Next.js page is amazing, and let's see the the I don't know how to say the code. Look at this. All this code has downloaded from the server and sent to the client, to the browser. Just we see in the lecture, yes, in the theory. Okay, no, that's it. It would be somewhere here because this always shows the current DOM, but this here is really the source that, okay, this source was, okay, this source code was downloaded, remember, the bundle of JavaScript, that's it. So what came directly from the server, and so that contains hello next. I can see it, but in one place said hello next, but all this code was downloaded from the server, running on the server. Remember server-side rendering? That is the server. And this means that it was indeed server-side rendered and then sent to the browser. Nice. So we have now a working Next.js app that is already server-side rendering some HTML here, and now in the next section we are going to add some roads and some pages to start to continue knowing Next.js. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, and God bless you.